It's 7:30 in the morning and we're off for breakfast and a ride with our neighbour Norman No Mates. Well, that's not entirely true, he's got a couple of mates, us included. We're heading for Jerry's at Kulnura. This is becoming a fairly regular ride for us on a Sunday morning. It's only about 50k to Jerry's, and it winds through Wyong and the Yarramalong Valley and then up Bumble Hill to Kulnura. It's a beautiful spring morning and it's almost worth being alive. Norman's leading the way on his BMW 1200. I'm following him on my Honda NC 750X, and Wendy's trailing along behind on her Honda CB 500X. When you're out on the road, riding with mates, it really doesn't matter what bike you're riding, so long as you're actually out there doing it. Riding through the Yarramalong Valley is very pretty. It goes through horse properties and hobby farms, and it's nice and green and lush after a little bit of rain that we've had recently. But now we're climbing out of the valley and heading up Bumble Hill. For the last 40 years we've been riding this road, it was an absolute goat track. But recently it's been bitumened with beautiful smooth hot mix, and so it's now a real pleasure to ride. 4 kilometres of nice, winding road. We're approaching Jerry's now. This place was an old abandoned petrol station for many, many years, until Jerry took it over and has built a thriving business from it, and it's very popular with motorcyclists all week round, not just on the weekends. It's not only popular for us locals, it's a beaut stopping off point for people riding from Sydney, doing the loop across to the Putty Road and back through Windsor to home. The 2 dogs, Delmore and Harley, are the designated meet and greeters, and they're not above being paid for this important service.
Yeah, Mark. Hey. Good doggy. Thank you. Check hands. Good boy. Here you go. Oh, I've got the drill going. That's all.
Breakfast's done and it's on the road again, heading to Wollombi. This section of road features the famous Lemmings Corner. It features a very tight right-hand corner. It's well signposted these days, but it used to catch the odd rider out. Anyway, even though it's a Sunday, the road is still relatively traffic free, so we have a good run through all these corners. The road basically follows a valley with the river on the right hand side. As we ride along we pass numbers of farms. We've had a little bit of rain in the last week or so and everything has suddenly turned green. This really is a pleasant change from what we've had for the last a long time. Even the little river's got water in it now. and in no time we're passing through Wollombi, and the old pub on the left is famous for its Jerd's jungle juice. What traffic there is turns off to the right here and heads towards Cessnock, but we're heading straight ahead towards Broke. The countryside starts opening up from here. It's still nice and green, and we're starting to get glimpses of the mountains ahead. These mountains form part of the Broken Back Ranges. They're not mountains in the true sense of the word, but we call them mountains because we haven't got anything higher here. It's good to see the vineyards are starting to sprout as well. Here we are at Broke. There's a lot of other bikes on the road now. We're going to stop here for fuel. We often stop here for morning tea. Over on the left, there's a really nice, large, free camping site that we've camped a number of times. It's the home for the famous Piston Broke camp that's held every June. Broke is only a small little hamlet, but there's the odd sign of its prosperous past, with a couple of quite nice looking old churches on the right hand side here. But we're heading for the heart of mining country. As you've seen so far, the Hunter Valley is not just a coal hole. But while a lot of the mining is underground, there's also a fair share of open cut mines. And this area shows one of the newest mines just being prepared. After interlude, looking at the new coal mine, it's on the road again, heading towards Singleton. From Singleton we take another back road that parallels the New England Highway, heading towards home. It's so good to be out on the road with friends on a beautiful sunny spring day with hardly any traffic around and beaut scenery to look at as we cruise past. On days like today, you just want to keep cruising forever. Fortunately, the Hunter Valley has lots to offer for motorcycle riders. Yes, there are lots of coal mines around, both open cut and underground, but it's certainly not a coal hole. This is paradise.